All right, moving on to our last hop into one of our new segments, Chancey's Top 5.
All right. Chancey's Top 5 is basically I give you a top 5 list of any aspect in sports that we want to debate. And we figure out if our top 5 is a legitimate top 5 or is there something missing. So our first top 5, we're going to start off, we're going to do the top 5 NFL teams. And as of right now, it would go like this. My first team would be the Kansas City Chiefs. Their defense and how they're playing right now, they're 9-0. You have to give them their credit, so they're going to be the number 1 team. Denver is going to be my second team. They have, an offense that's just electrifying, and their defense plays well enough for their offense to win, and they have the second best record in the league. We have Seattle. Seattle's defense is, it's consistent all the time. They get turnovers. They get sacks. They don't let the team score. New Orleans is going to come in at my 4th team. Their offense, their explosive offense is what gives them the 4th ranking. And my 5th is the Carolina Panthers. The Carolina Panthers play, fantastic defense, but their offense keeps them in games, and they can be explosive if they have the right push at the right time. So, guys, according to my top 5, what are your thoughts?
Go home, you're drunk.
Yeah, I'm going to have to say that your first 3 are right on point. Kansas City, those 3 can almost be interchangeable the way those 3 teams have played. Denver, lost some key pieces, but they're getting their defense back. Kansas City, obviously, we've talked about them earlier in the show. They've almost got a complete package. If they had Denver's offense, they'd probably be the best team in a long time. Seattle, they don't turn the ball over. They have a great quarterback in Russell Wilson. Their defense is playing out of their mind. Just a physical brand of football. New Orleans, I'd say they're either 4th or 5th, but I'm gonna have to take the Panthers out of there. I'm gonna put in the Patriots. One, because the Patriots already beat New Orleans with less than what they have now, and their defense, despite losing, Gerard Mayo, Vince Wilfork, and Aqib Talib over there, they're still playing. They're playing Bill Belichick football. Next guy up, and they're continue to do it week after week. And I have to put them probably 4th, and then New Orleans 5th.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. I think just looking at the weapons that Brady has or doesn't have in this offense, besides Gronkowski, I think it's a testament to Bill Belichick on how good they're doing this year. So I would say I agree. Your first 3 are correct. I believe New Orleans, I will put them 4 just because their offense is so explosive. And then I'm going to put the Patriots 5.
This is the best part of the show, folks, is when we kind of get to talk about and just where we think teams should go. I am going to blow all your minds out. I agree with Kansas City and Denver being the top 2 because Kansas City, obviously, they're undefeated, and then you've got the Peyton Manning Broncos down there. I'm a big fan of Carolina right now, of how they're playing football. Offensively, defensively, special teams, everybody's showing up. They've done a complete 180 on their season, so I'm moving Carolina from number 5 to number 3. I'm doing that because they have the most complete team to me right now. You look at their wins right now. No, you listen here, CJ. I'm going to tell you some knowledge. I'm going to show you some knowledge right here real quick. If you look at the Panthers, look at their victories from their start of their first 5 games to their last 4 that they've won. They've done nothing but blow teams out.
Were you and Dwayne Bowe doing something on their bye week?
You just listen here. They trade away John Beeson, one of their best linebackers, and their defense is still dominating. When they played San Francisco last week, battle of the defenses, they shut down that read option of Colin Kaepernick. They shut his legs down. They shut down his passing attack that put up over 400 yards against the Green Bay's defense. Carolina is playing the best team football, offensively sound. Cam Newton's not making mistakes. They've got D'Angelo Williams is playing great. Jonathan Stewart is just coming back. Mike Tolbert did an okay job of filling in for Stewart while he was gone, being a good role player. Steve Smith's got his second wind again. Ted Ginn Jr. is starting to come around special teams-wise. Their defense is stout. Their running game or their run defense is great. They're passing. They're forcing teams to pass because they're getting up on them so much. They're playing the best team football. Seattle, I'm not up on them. They're great only when they're at home. Yes, they've only lost one game, but there are several games they should have lost that other teams have just decided to put the brakes on in the second half and let Seattle back in the game. New Orleans, yes. The defense is improved, but they've only always been an offensive juggernaut where their offense has to score in order for them to win. So I'm not sold on the New Orleans defense. I'm putting Carolina at number 3. So I'm going Kansas City, Denver, Carolina, Seattle, New Orleans. Don't look at me like that, CJ.
Please, CJ, let me hear.
I'm interested to hear this too, because I mean,
Because I'll blow all your minds.
Entertaining
with
for
my
all.
next. Go ahead, CJ, please.
Good morning.
What is the matter with y'all? Like, are y'all like, are y'all like, are you honestly telling me right now? I cannot wait for Monday night. I just can't wait for Monday night. I just cannot wait for Thomas Edward Patrick Brady Jr. to light up that Carolina team defense that you have, that everybody knows that their secondary is still suspect. They have a great front seven, but no one really has an abundance of faith in Drayton Florence and Captain Mutterlin and company. All right? So let's just leave that at that. Cam Newton and Steve Smith, their offense as a whole, they've pretty much been the Kansas City Chiefs offense during this winning streak that they've been on. And during this winning streak that they've been on, the only team that they've been able to beat is the San Francisco 49ers. The other teams that they beat were teams like the Minnesota Vikings, okay? So I don't even want to hear none of this Carolina Panthers garbage. What are you guys talking about? Are you kidding me? You have to put New England in the top 10. You absolutely have to put New England in the top 10.
They are in the top 10.
Or the top 5, I'm sorry. You have to put them in the top 5. Okay, with Tom Brady and Rob Gronkowski coming back and my boy Shane Vereen's coming back and what they've been able to do with Danny Amendola when he's not sleeping. All right, the New England Patriots have to be the top 5. I'm dropping Seattle number 4 because I don't think their offense is explosive. Prince Garvin's coming back, but we don't know how long he's going to stay on the field, before he needs aspirin or something. So let's leave that there. I'm going to put New Orleans at number 3. Drew Brees, the best quarterback in the league, with leading that team with Sean Payton, and we can see the change that's happened because Sean Payton's come back, bringing in Rob Ryan to coach that defense. The defense has improved. They're a top 10 defense now, which is something that we never thought would ever happen in New Orleans, ever. So you got to put New Orleans at number 3. You got to put Denver at number 2 simply just because of how exposed their offense is. Kansas City's the undefeated team, so they have to be number 1. I don't care what their record is. You're undefeated, you're undefeated. That leaves it at that. But don't give me this Carolina Panther BS when the only team that they've beaten is San Francisco. San Francisco's not even that good. So I don't even want to hear none of that Cam Newton and Steve Smith on the same garbage. Get that out of here. Carolina Panthers. Just no.
Okay.
Just no.
Well,
Let me tell you this, okay? New Orleans and the Patriots, or New Orleans and Panthers are the teams that we have questions about. This is why they made it. New Orleans is 8-1 if it wasn't for a last-second pass from Tom Brady.
From
By
who?
Tom Brady.
From who?
No, we're not debating the
All
top
right.
5 quarterbacks. We're debating the top 5 teams.
And their team beat New Orleans.
Yes, they
so
did.
how are they not in the top 5?
They didn't make it. That's why they're not in the top 5. Let me tell you, New Orleans beats New England if it is not for a last second heave to Aaron Dobson on a broken play.
It was actually the Kenbrell Tompkins.
Kenbrell Tompkins, yeah, you're right. New Orleans defense has only let up over 17 points this season twice. Once was against the Jets, who are the only legitimate team that I saw that actually beat them. And then the Patriots. Okay, the Jets have a good defense. Is why the Jets were so they played so well against them. Other than that, New Orleans is 8-1. They're up there with Denver, Seattle, and Kansas City. Okay, that's why I have them above the Patriots. This is not who's beat who. It's about whose team is better. And better doesn't just mean head-to-head. I'm better than you head-to-head. Because one of the best boxers of all time, Muhammad Ali, got beat by Joe Frazier. No one thinks that Joe Frazier is better than Muhammad Ali. So head-to-head is not the only thing that goes into who's a better team. The Carolina Panthers have a good defense, and the thing that we talk about with Kansas City is how great their defense is. Now, how great their offense is, I think Kansas City offense is not as good as Carolina's defense or offense, but their defenses are closer. So I can't put the Panthers up there because Kansas City's undefeated. If Kansas City wasn't undefeated, Kansas City probably wouldn't be number 1 on my list. But since they are, that's why they're up there. The Panthers play the New England Patriots, so we'll have something to go on after Monday night.
I'll be calling you Tuesday or texting you Monday.
As of right now, the Patriots have played one of the top 5 weakest schedules in the league. And I mean, looking at everything, especially going with their injuries and their everything that's gone on, how close any game has been.
Stat girl, can we get a look at the Patriots schedule, please? Can we just look at New England's schedule? I want to know who they've played, so we can
played
get
the Jets twice.
Yeah, we can get a. They played the Jets twice. They played New Orleans, but
yeah.
Let's get a whole look because I don't think Carolina's played that tough of a schedule. They just beat up on Atlanta.
No, I'm not saying they both haven't
good.
had an easy schedule, but the Patriots have had an easier schedule than the Panthers.
That's debatable.
It is, but I mean,
all I'm saying is
I just don't want there to be like the Panthers aren't a team that should be in question for being in the top 5. They have played fabulous.
Of course they're in question of being in the top 5. They run off 4 straight wins against garbage of competition. Get that crap out of here. I'm not gonna. It's about who you have played, and that's why we
Pittsburgh
are debating.
Steelers. They
that's
were
why we're debating
2 and 4.
What about them?
The Carolina has played 1 2 and 4 team as well.
Okay, they've played the Bills, the Ravens, the Dolphins, the Browns, Texans, Broncos, Panthers, Steelers, Jets, Buccaneers, Saints, Patriots.
This is New England schedule? Mm-hmm. Okay. So they have played a weak schedule. So, but I'm just saying that the Carolina Panthers have not played stiff. The Carolina Panthers have played the Vikings. That's all I'm going to say. That's
a prerequisite.
Yes. And they've
played the Buccaneers.
So did they. They played the Buccaneers twice. That helps them out even more. That helps them out even more. The Carolina Panthers are a good, decent team. They're a decent team with a great front 7. But after that front 7 on defense, their secondary is questionable. Cam Newton has played he hasn't been.
Tom Brady has played all right. Tom Brady has not played Tom Brady football. Cam Newton hasn't played Cam Newton football.
Cam Newton, for the majority of the year, when Robin Crosby was out, has had more weapons than Tom Brady has, yet Tom Brady's got better numbers. How does that work?
Steve Smith is the only better weapon that you can name.
Brandon LaFell's better than Aaron Dobson.
Brandon LaFell has been in the league for longer than Aaron Dobson. Aaron Dobson's already outproduced him in his career.
Want to know why?
I'll say Greg Olsen. I'll throw Greg Olsen.
Do you want to know why?
Well, Danny Amendola then.
You want to know? Danny
Amendola's been sleeping.
He's been sleeping.
No, he's played about 4 games. But
all right. You want to know why Aaron Dobson's outproduced Brandon LaFell? Because of Thomas Edward Patrick Brady Jr., the 3rd best quarterback in the NFL.
You can't say Aaron Dobson wasn't good before that because he hasn't played before that.
yeah, he went to college.
So did Brandon LaFell. And Brandon LaFell played with Matt Flynn.
Like I said,
That's not so
Look up Carolina's schedule.
Aaron Dobson has not had anybody else to play with, so you couldn't say he was good. Is Reggie Wayne good without Peyton Manning?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
You can say that because he's played without Peyton Manning now. But if he was playing with Peyton Manning, you would say the same thing. You wouldn't be able to. You wouldn't be able to say
Reggie
that.
Wayne's good.
Yes.
Yes, I
without
could.
Peyton Manning.
Yes, I could.
No, you could.
Yes, I could.
How?
Yes, I could. Because Reggie Wayne is a great talent.
That's your.
He's consistently great. He's been consistently great in almost every opportunity he's got, even when he was with Peyton Manning. Okay, Aaron Dobson hasn't been consistently great with Tom Brady. He's had a couple good games here and there. But Brandon LaFell hasn't had a good game. He had one good game against the Minnesota Vikings. So until then,
exactly. So who's better?
Exactly.
The team that didn't play the Minnesota Vikings.
No, which player is better, Brandon LaFell or Aaron Dobson? According to what you just told me.
The team that doesn't play the Minnesota Vikings.
The Panthers played the New York Giants, the Cardinals, Vikings, Rams, Buccaneers, Falcons, 49ers, Patriots, Dolphins.
Their only good win is against San Francisco.
Arizona sounds like a bad team. Arizona is still they still have a better record than half the teams that the Patriots have played already.
Are you discarding the Giants?
Not the Jets. The Jets have a better record than the Cardinals. Who's a better team, the Jets or the Cardinals?
That's one team. Jets. Now,
that's one team.
Continue.
They both played they both played the Dolphins.
The Rams. They played the Rams when they had Sam Bradford, when the Rams were still a team that could give you problems. The Rams were 3-3 at that time when they played him.
Let me remind you who just put up 38 points against the Indianapolis Colts.
And the Indianapolis Colts are a good team, are they not?
The Indianapolis Colts are a good team. Yes. Every team has a bad week.
With Sam Bradford on that Rams team, does that make them way better?
It makes them way better, but we've seen them play absolutely terrible.
Well, we've seen every team. We've seen most of the teams in the league play terrible. No team except for the top 3 teams that I have on my list. No other team has stood out and said, "Oh, I'm not being defeated."
I rest my case. The Panthers played the Vikings. I'm just done.
That's one game
done
out of 16. That's
And
1 out of 16.
Yeah, and that can lead you on the Vikings can lead you on a winning streak. That's all. That's what happens.
They can lead you to the Super Bowl, not just a winning streak, a Super Bowl.
Hey, stop! I'm gonna text you Monday night.
All right,
You'll hear from me.
We'll talk about this. Panthers ahead of the Patriots. Garbage.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Since the debate seems to be whether that 5th spot belongs to the Panthers or the Patriots, who you guys got for Monday night?
I've got the Patriots.
I've got the Panthers.
It's gonna be. Oh no. It's
Shane Vereen is.
The Patriots are gonna win by 2 touchdowns at least.
Okay.
You're smoking.
Are you with Dwayne Bowe? You guys got.
Nah, he's Jerome Simpson. We are Carolina.
I'm gonna pick the Panthers.
I've actually got the Panthers in this one.
And I'm going with the
So
Panthers.
you're all on the Panthers. All right.
No. I have the Patriots. Got the four in the New Orleans 5, but I got the Panthers for this game.
Panthers are not winning up in Foxborough. Okay, that's the end. Ladies and gentlemen, that's it for this edition of the Breakdown. I'm CJ,
Stoney,
Kyle,
Antolino,
And I'm Chancey Ames.
and we'll see you guys again next week.